The Disney Imagineering process, they talk about dreamer, realist, and critic, right? The thing is, everybody needs to dream together, right? That's the idea generation. Think of anything that could be possible. What will help us to make this experience the best experience, like for whatever goal? And like, I haven't been to the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride, but what will make this ride seem like you are with the Guardians of the Galaxy and you are like, well, we're going to need music and we're going to need scent and sound and all of these other things, right? Dream first. Realist is how do we make it happen, right? How do we make this a reality? Think about what is possible. So maybe we can't actually launch people into space. Okay, that's probably not going to be possible. Critic is last because critic is where you start to poke holes into some of these ideas. And that's where Disney has made and the Imagineering engineer, like there are so many books out there and documentaries about the amazing things that they've done. And we can point to Disney for a lot of really awesome, cool things because they realized that if it didn't work or if there was something that didn't exist that they wanted to do, well, then let's build it. Let's figure out how to make it work. Why don't we all do that? Granted, Disney gives us time, gives us they have the time to do this. They have a bigger budget than a lot of us get. They have that corporate culture. And I think that's the big thing that we have to think about is how can we help everyone to realize it's not just Jen being a goofball. There's still a purpose here. I can be a goofball. I'm okay with that. But we still have to go to the let's make this a reality as well.
And Jen, it's quite interesting because I think a lot of organizations hide behind the fact that these bigger players have bigger budgets. But actually, if you think about it, you can be the biggest company in the world, but often an idea starts with a small group of people. It's not
Mhm.
like companies go, right, we're making X million dollars a year, and we're going to give your whole team $1 million to do research and development. Often what happens is they go, right, come to us with a business case that this idea is going to fly. And so you've got to be creative with a shoestring budget. And then if it has legs, you can then obviously spend the big bucks on it.
And sometimes it is. It's just realizing what could we fix, right? And a lot of times we start with projects or we start with initiatives in the IT world or anything else. A lot of times we start with here's what I have and I want to make it better. And that's great. That is definitely a problem solving style is to make incremental changes. If that's your strength, if that's your comfort zone, like that's literally a style of creative problem solving. I want to make incremental changes. That's awesome. There are other people out there who don't care about incremental changes and they want to disrupt the industry. They want to change everything, right? If you look at and whether you love Tesla and Elon Musk or not, look at how he approached building an electric vehicle. There are auto manufacturers that looked at a car and said, okay, so we've got this gas guzzler and we want to fix this gas guzzler. We want to make this into an electric vehicle. And they looked at what they could change, take away, swap out, et cetera, because they started with a thing that they knew. Tesla said, so if we're going to build an electric vehicle, what do we need? And it wasn't just about, well, first we're going to need some tires. It's not an engine, it's a motor. It's right there. There are some things like if we're going to build a way to do something, we just have to figure out what is necessary and what is not. But if you're living in a world where you think everything is necessary or there are rules around it, you got to be willing to start with that little nugget of, gee, I wish I could, right? Because that's where every amazing invention came from.